Hi there, my name is Derek, and welcome to GamerBody. In this video I am covering the Fitbit Charge 4 after using it for about a month to give you my final thoughts on the product. For those of you that don't know, the Fitbit Charge 4 is a wearable fitness tracker that tracks things such as your steps, heart rate, sleep, and many other things as well. The main reason I purchased the Fitbit Charge 4 is because of Spotify as well as GPS connectivity for doing things like my long walks with my dogs and tracking any runs or bikes that I do. With available GPS, I can also track things if I ever sign up for another event, such as the Spartan race, and get actual GPS calculated distances and times. So with that said, let's jump in and take a look at the pricing, as well as all the features and things that you get with the product, and then my final thoughts. So I purchased the Fitbit Charge 4 on April 18th, 2020 from Amazon.com. The sale price at the time was $149.95. The tax came out to $12.37 living in Austin, Texas. With that, it came out to a final price of $162.32 for me to purchase this on Amazon.com. So with that said, let's take a look at what you get after you purchase the Fitbit Charge 4. Now, I received the package from Amazon on my doorstep on April 23rd, 2020, so only a few days later. Now, I did do a full unboxing of the product. If you want to see that, check out the description below for my unboxing video. When unboxing, you will get the following items. First, and most importantly, you will get the Fitbit Charge 4 device. You will also get a USB charging cable. This does have a different head on it in order to attach and clamp down onto the Fitbit Charge 4. My Fitbit Charge 3 when testing actually did work with it if you have that, but they are slightly different in size, so the Fitbit Charge 4 actually is built to fit exactly on this product, which is slightly larger than the Fitbit Charge 3. Now, the band that comes in the box attached to the Fitbit was the small one for me, and it's actually too small for my wrists, so I had to swap over to the large band, which comes with the packaging as well. And to round it out, you'll also get a product information booklet as well as a little thank you card. So now let's jump in and take a look at some of the features you will get with the Fitbit Charge 4 device. Now, the main reason again I bought this was to check out Spotify on the Fitbit, as the Fitbit Charge 3 did not have this prior. However, I was very disappointed to see that all this really is a control for your phone. Basically, you can set up the Fitbit to connect to Spotify, but no music's actually load onto the device, like no playlists or anything. If you had the Fitbit Ionic, which I had in the past, you could actually load playlists from Pandora on there. However, with this, it's not doing the same thing. All it's doing is allowing you to change songs connected to your phone or other device in your house while using the Fitbit, which is not what I was expecting to receive. I probably should have looked into this a little bit more before purchasing, but anyway, I was going to test it out with GPS regardless, so Spotify was a big plus for me, but unfortunately it is not good with this product as of shooting this video. Now, the next big plus for me was GPS tracking. With my Fitbit Charge 3, I actually ran quite a few Spartan races in the past. However, because it's only pedometer when there's no internet connection to your phone, it really didn't help all that much with doing things like the Spartan race itself. I could get like my total step counts and things like that, but I really want to actually have a full layout of where I ran, which would have been really cool, and the times and splits and all of that good stuff. But that wasn't on the 3, but the 4 finally had GPS tracking, which was really cool, and is on the device. Now, I did make a quick challenge video where I did 10,000 steps in one go to see how accurate it was, as well as then running the exact same distance and checking the GPS tracking, as well as how long it took me to actually get 10,000 steps with the device. Not only that, I used the Fitbit Charge 4 for 30 straight days to check out if I could do a challenge of 10,000 steps per day. If you'd like to check out both of those videos, please click the links in the description below. Moving on to more standard features, we have things like water resistance up to 50 meters. For sleep, you have your alarms, so again, a silent alarm where all it does is vibrate on your wrist to wake you up, as well as getting a final sleep score. Now, the sleep score did come in with the Fitbit Charge 3, but they added a little bit more to it with the app, so if you want to check out the app, there are quite a few more features with the Fitbit Charge 4 that can be tracked to get you a better overall score on how you sleep. And this is one of those big things for me as I'm trying to improve mine, just because it is one of the fitnessy kind of things that I am lackluster on. You will of course still have access to your Fitbit Pay. So basically you can upload your card onto your device, and if it has a contactless payment service at the place you are using, it will work. However, I am not using this currently. I really just don't want to upload it onto here, but I have seen many other people use it that way. But for me, that's just not a reason I purchased it. One newer type of thing is active zone minutes. Now, this is actually more annoying to me than anything. I really don't care for active zone minutes. I'm already going out and doing the activity. I don't need to be told how active I've been throughout the day in this way. But maybe it's good for you. Maybe you use it for some different type of activity. But just know for me, I did not buy this for this kind of feature. But basically, as you use it, it tells you your active zones, like how long you've been doing a certain activity for, and puts you in these zones throughout the day that, again, I just didn't really care for. You will also get features such as being able to see the weather on the device, which has been there forever, a calendar, which can be synced to your things like Google Calendar, which again has been there in the other devices, and things like notifications from your phone, so text messages, Facebook messages. If you set them up in the app correctly, you can get them to your device. I've turned them all off because it is extremely annoying to get them both on your phone, which I have on me all the time, and my little teeny watch here. I don't care to get them on my watch as it's, again, really, really annoying. So I've turned them off, but just know they are a feature if you find them beneficial. Alright, so with that said, let's jump into some of the pros and cons for the Fitbit Charge 4. Let's start off our list with the pros I found for the device. Number one, and a major reason I bought it, is for the GPS tracking. Just that they have GPS on this device is awesome. I, again, really like the form factor and size of the Fitbit Charge 4, and it's really comfortable, fits me really well. And that it has GPS is really, really cool, so it can track things, again, like my walks and bikes, even my running, for tracking it and then sending it over to an app like Strava, or just relying on the Fitbit app to show my progress over time. Next, the price is pretty solid for a device that has things like GPS in it, as well as all the other features that come along with it. Again, I paid around $149.95 plus tax for this, where other devices could be more around the $200 mark, so you may be saving a little bit of money here. I did just check as of this morning, and it was actually on sale quite a bit more, but just know that it's on the lower side for actual pricing for a GPS related device. Another pro for me is that it is water resistant up to 50 meters in depth, which I'm probably never gonna go below 50 meters unless I go scuba diving, so this will work just fine for me. I have used it in going into pools of water, even had it in a hot tub for a second where I decided to take it off because I wasn't sure if the heat of a hot tub would work, but I have actually used it in a pool just fine and had no damage. It's still working right now. I can still tilt and whatever with this thing and have it turn on me. So just note that it is pretty good if you're just using it in the pool, in the shower, or whatever. You're not going to break this. And my last pro is that this device is actually rather comfortable, at least for me. I rarely take off the Fitbit itself. Now again, when I was doing my 10,000 step challenge, I never took it off unless I had to charge it, just because I was trying to track every single step through the day, working from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Made it hard to get in 10,000 steps during the work week, so I literally would get out of work with like 3 to 5,000 steps, and then have to work or walk around as much as possible by the end of the day, which was actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. So just so you know, I rarely took this thing off for like the last month and a half or so. So that's where I'm getting all of my results from for this video. Alright, and those are my major pros, so let's take a look at the cons for the Fitbit Charge 4. Con numero uno is that this device, which the main reason I bought it for is for Spotify, is a huge letdown. That's right, I really wanted to load on music onto this and not have to have my phone in my pockets taking it around on my bikes and runs with me, but unfortunately, that is not what they made in the Fitbit Charge 4. As of right now. Who knows, maybe they find a way to have playlists uploaded into this device with some kind of update, but as it stands right now, again, it is only a controller. All you do is you open up Spotify on the device, which is again linked on an app on your phone, and you can just swap between playlists. Depending on where you're playing the actual music, it can switch there, but just note, it is not actually loading songs onto my Fitbit, it's just playing them off a different device, usually my phone. Another con I noticed is that the battery didn't seem to last very long, especially when you compared it to the Fitbit Charge 3. For me, it seemed like they would only last within a day or two. I believe Fitbit says it lasts like 5 to 7 days, but I think because I was using it so much, especially for things like tracking my 10,000 steps and whatnot, and my runs, bikes, all that, I was using it quite a lot with the GPS tracking, which probably drained the battery quite a bit. So it may be that I was just using it in ways that use a lot of the battery all the time, but for me, again, it would last like maybe a day or two when in heavy use, where they were promoting 5 to 7 days. But anyway, I don't mind charging it all that much. I just take it off at times where I'm sitting down at my desk and doing work. But it is something that I noticed that it didn't feel like it lasted as long as they were saying. But I have looked at other reviews and they do say that it lasts that long. So again, it could just be how I'm using it. But just note, for me, it lasted maybe like 2 days at max when under heavy use, especially with the GPS. And my last con, which is in these 10,000 step challenge that I ran, is that when I did the 10,000 steps, it equaled about 5 miles in about an hour and 29 minutes. But I ran the exact same distance the next day, and the distance was actually off on the GPS by about 0.3 miles. So this was pretty alarming to me, as it was off by quite a bit. It was just something I really noticed. I was hoping they'd be like really close, like maybe 0.1 miles difference, if anything. But to have it 0.3 miles off, that's a little upsetting to me. I wish it was more accurate overall between walking and the running. Again, if you want to check out the video, see the description for that exact test I ran, but that was a little alarming to me to see overall. So who should buy the Fitbit Charge 4? If you are someone looking to have a decent GPS related device that is waterproof up to 50 meters, has the ability to, I guess, change Spotify, but is in the ballpark of being a cheaper GPS-based product, this would be something for you. I do like the comfortability of the product. Durability has no issues. I haven't even scratched on the glass really. It looks like it just came out of the box day one. After a lot of use, again, about a month and a half of use of barely taking the thing off, it still works great. I've had no issues with connectivity or anything like that. It really just comes down to Spotify being a big pain, as well as the GPS with walking and running showing quite a bit of discrepancy. And the last question I always like to ask myself is, would I buy this product again? And the answer right now would be no. Again, I really do like the size of the device and how it feels on my wrist, but I think if I bought another one again, I'd actually go back to the Ionic. And I said when I made the Ionic review, I wouldn't rebuy that product, but honestly, I really like the look. I think the best looking product for me was the Ionic overall, and it had things like music, GPS tracking, and all of that. If they just made a few more upgrades where you could use Spotify with the device, I think it would have been perfect for me, but I really liked the look of the Ionic at the time. But unfortunately, I ended up getting rid of it, so maybe I'll go back to it in the future, who knows, or maybe I'll wait for the Ionic 2 and make a review on this channel. But as of right now, I probably wouldn't rebuy the Fitbit Charge 4. I would have gone with the Ionic 1 instead, even though it probably is around the same price right now, or even a little bit more expensive. So for final rating, I gave this product a 3 out of 5 stars. You can see it in the article I wrote for the review of this product in the link in the description if you'd like, but just note, it isn't that it's a really bad product. I just feel like I was a bit underwhelmed with what I received in comparison to the Fitbit Charge 3 against what the Ionic also had. It kind of combined the two, but in a way that wasn't as fulfilling as I'd hope it would be for the product that I was paying for. And with that, that is the end of my review of the Fitbit Charge 4. If you did like this review, please like and subscribe to GamerBody for more videos just like this one. Also, make sure to head over to GamerBody.com. There you can check out my current home workout training plan, the equipment I use, as well as any other resources I am currently reviewing in order to build muscle and confidence from the comfort of home. And that's it. So again, please like and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next video. Be fit and game on.